The kit is the main thing about 81, 82 when we did it. We were proud to wear that shirt, you know, and the supporters were eventually they came round to us, as I say, white kit, but they came round to it and they were proud to wear that shirt.
So the corner taken by Gallagher, a long floater, Jackson going up, and the whistle has gone. Well, Peter Jackson loving those forays, as they scored in the last 3 games.
I used to come and watch Bradford, and I used to on the Rolling Stripes, and my first year here, I think that's when the changeover was. So this kit now I'm wearing now, it meant a lot to me. As I say, the stripes really, for me personally, I never wore the stripes of Bradford City. It's always I'll be always associated with this kit in terms of that year, in terms of lifting the 3rd Division Championship. So this will be always associated with my time as a player at Bradford City.
Jackson in particular will be keen to maintain one record today. Despite being a defender, he's scored in each of the last 3 games, and with talk of the club wanting to re-sign their former centre-half Joe Cook, he'll want to put in an impressive performance today.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was always quite popular with the crowd. So when Roy McFarland, I think it was as well, Roy McFarland asked me to come back, I was only too grateful to be coming back. I came back on loan for a couple of months before, towards the end of the season, and then the following season I signed for a couple of years again. So it was nice to come back and be welcome and contribute to the city.
I think I was the youngest player at that time, so I looked up to a lot of the players, especially somebody like Bobby Campbell, who I were really close to, despite him giving me regular telling offs and things, but he give them to anyone, so you don't take it personal, you know. But yeah, because I was younger, because I was from Bradford, it meant a lot to me, and I was lucky really that I only had to play. Well, I say I only had to play. It's nice to play at any level, but I was lucky that we had such a good side, and my first season we got promotion, you know, into an higher league. So yeah, I'm really fortunate.
Any team that does well, they have to have a good team spirit. In terms, as a manager in a club, you want players coming into the club looking forward to training, not coming into the club saying, "Oh, I'm not bothered today," and they can't be bothered, and they want to get away quick as they can. You know, you want players turning up that want to be in the club and around the club and focusing on winning games, and to do that you do need a really good team spirit. And you ask anybody, any of the ex-players that have played here, the successful sides of all clubs that they've played for always had to have a really good team spirit, and that year it was excellent.
As far as the football were concerned, it was just great. I mean, we such a good team, and with such a good spirit as well.
Barry Gallagher at the corner, short, away as far as Watson, back for Gallagher. They just clip it into the middle. Campbell's there, trying to knock it through. Here's Shaw, he's standing forth, yes! Well, they've had to wait a long time for it, but the goal has come, and it's David Staniforth who gets the equaliser. After the corner from Barry Gallagher, the ball is knocked back. Gary Watson just getting a header on it, and it's clipped into the middle by Gallagher coming back, nodded through by Campbell, and good battling by Staniforth, and he's the man on the end of it.
Bradford had not had a lot of success from the years that I've been here, so it was really good being part of the promotion side and promoting the city really from that as well. The fans, yes, they deserve some reward for all the loyalties that they've given over the years, and it was a nice result at the end of the night.
Now they've got another of these long throws coming up from Cook. As good as a corner kick any time.
My first memories were actually breaking into the first team when we played Ipswich Town in a League Cup game, and they were like one of the best teams around at the moment. I think they were first or second in the old First Division, which has obviously been replaced now with the Premier League. And then I remember playing the last sort of 20 games, the team doing well. I was a young Bradford-born player, and just a load of happy memories really. Particularly remember the last game here when the fans all invaded the pitch and Bobby Campbell scored the equaliser against Bournemouth. I remember that very clear, and going into the corner there where the changing rooms are and everybody celebrating, and it was a great time.
For me personally, obviously when my first promotion, I was from Buttershaw Estate, Joe Cook was from Buttershaw Estate, Mega was, I can't remember, from Homewood. So a lot of Bradford connections, and it was just a real big thrill in terms of that Bournemouth game when we scored the last kick of the game. You know, the fans invaded the pitch. I've got a picture somewhere at home still of that day when Bobby Campbell scored. It was virtually last kick of the game, and the fans invaded the pitch. We were on the balcony in the corner there. For a young lad, and particularly a young lad, and 3 or 4 of us were, like I say, I've just mentioned, were from the area. It meant so much. And then obviously roll on another couple of years, I was there lifting another championship to get into the 2nd division. So for me personally, it was a fantastic year for me, and the start really of my career leading on to a lot of games that I played here at City and various clubs.
And there will be scenes of complete and utter jubilation here in a minute. And there goes the whistle. Bradford City are in the 3rd division. Bobby Campbell is the man who's taken them there. He got both their goals. And what a dream end to the season for Roy McFarland. Bradford's player manager in his first season with the club has taken them up. And the news from Bramall Lane means that David Webb has also taken his Bournemouth team up into the 3rd division as well. So, as the thousands of supporters come flocking onto the pitch here at Ballyparade to cheer their heroes away, we leave you with these memorable scenes from Ballyparade.
On top there, we all had to come out onto that little veranda kind of place, and we all had our shirts on and everything still. And I remember taking my shirt off and throwing it into the crowd. And then some weeks later, we were asked to go up and sign a shirt in the reception. Can you go? We need everybody to sign the shirt. Somebody sent it in, and I was signing the shirt, and all the rest of the lads had been signing the shirt. And then all of a sudden, I thought, I wonder what number that is. And as I turned it over, it was my number 7. So I'll never forget that kind of moment. And it was absolutely fantastic times. I mean, players that we had: Bobby Campbell, Dave McNiven. I mean, Bobby's no longer with us, God bless him. But what a player, fantastic player. And yeah, great times, great memories. Wish we could, hopefully, we can recreate now, this year. You know, good luck to all the boys and the manager, and hopefully I'll be down here cheering them on and seeing the old kit on.
It's always nice when you play for your own town club, I think. But I think there's a bit more pressure on you. Yeah, I tell one funny story is because I looked up to Roy McFarland. You know, he'd been a great player in his time, and yeah, I was sub one day. There were only one sub then, of course, and I remember some trouble behind the goal. I can't remember what game it was, and this lad, I should say this really, but this lad actually from Homewood, where I'm from, got arrested, and I saw the police bring him down right past the dugout, and he said to me, "All right, Mega." So Roy McFarland said to me, he went, "Do you know him?" I went, "Oh, I have no idea who he is." You know, and just moments like that are just really funny because, you know, I obviously, because I'm from Bradford, I'm sure a lot of people that came down them days actually knew me personally, you know. So I remember that, and like I say, I just remember getting promotion my first year and thinking, "Oh, that's fantastic," you know, straight away playing in an I League.
I think with what we're all going through and been through over the last 18 months, 2 years, it'd be a fantastic time. It's like the start of a new era in football, and a new era at Bradford City, and that's how the season ahead will be for a lot of people in terms of getting back to games, cheering on the local side, and willing them on to promotion. So, as I say, it's got to be probably a strange season, but hopefully a successful season for City. You know, this season that really needs to have a real good go at it. Obviously with the manager they brought in, and you know, there will be changes, and obviously with the kit being changed and the money being changed, when new players come in, let's not forget the same supporters will be coming that come year in, year out.
As always, the supporters do help. I can understand why this last season's been a bit dreadful for the football team, because they've been playing in front of cameras really without any supporters. Supporters make a lot of difference. They give you 10% more energy, depending on the shouting really, on the outlook.
It was significant because I, as a kid, I used to come to watch Bradford City, and it was always the striped kit we had before, the yellow and amber that they had, and I remember that in the old days. And actually then coming to the club and everything, it came to 80s and we got this white kit, this white top with the shorts and the socks were the same colour. And it were a bit different. Leeds United just up road and we got this white kit and I thought, what's this all about? We've never sort of gone this way. But yeah, it looked good, and the more we played in it, the more comfortable we became with it, and the more successful we became with it as well. And I think it took the supporters some time to get used to it a little bit. But when they did, obviously we were winning more games than we were losing, and more and more the shirts started to appear in the stands and walking around the town and everything. And they got on board with it as well, so it were a good success for us. It'll bring back some memories. For the older supporters as well, and older players like my good self, they remember them times and they're good times, but the young ones that are coming through now, supporters, which you always get, probably might take them a bit of convincing to get to, but the older end of the crowd, they'll probably look at it and think, yeah, we had some success with that. And I don't think it's a bad kit, I think it's quite a nice looking kit as well, to be fair. We have had some horrendous ones, but that were one of the better ones. And it was good luck for us, and it was great. And eventually, as I say, you got to see supporters. They kept coming in it and coming in it and coming in it. And then towards the end of the season, it was just a sea of white. It wasn't like looking at a Bradford City old kit and all like that with the stripes on. It had the white on and the colours, and no, it was great for us.
It's massive because it is part of the, like you say, the culture and history of the club, and a lot of people. Me particularly, always remember Bradford City as these colours. So, like I say, I was born in Bradford, and playing for them and wearing this particular kit means so much to myself and the supporters as well. They're the people that will purchase the shirts and buy the shirts, and they have to love and take on board the old retro kit that you're bringing out.
After I left Bradford, I went to a number of clubs, half a dozen clubs. And there wasn't the atmosphere, there wasn't the passion there.
It'd be nice, nice from a supporter's point of view and from a player's point of view and manager and the crowd and everything to get that success back at the club and to get the club going again. It's always been a well-supported club, and I think it'll continue to be a well-supported club. But to win after 40 years in the same kit, yeah, it'd be kind of nice, that, yeah.
It'd be fantastic for a lot of supporters as well, but for me particularly, seeing the old kit again will bring back so many memories of my time here as a young kid, apprentice, and a young kid here at Bradford City. So it'll mean a lot to me, and hopefully, I know we keep saying it, it's got to be an odd season, but hopefully a successful season in this new kit.
Love the pitch. Up go the heads, Cook's back header, and Campbell onto it, whacks it first time, and it bobbles all the way past the outstretched hand of Lee. It's 2-2. Well, now they know they can sing going up in confidence. And Bradford City on their way back to the third division after 4 years away.